We have Dr. Chetna Deshmukh. She is currently a consultant at the Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital, Ruby Hall Clinic, Deshmukh Clinic and Research Center, Pune. And she would be speaking about assessment of behavior change in smokeless tobacco users during COVID-19 pandemic. Over to you, Dr. Chetna.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Dr. Chetna,
yes.
You're very much audible.
First of all, there is a slight correction. I am currently working at Maulana Azad Medical College as a postdoctoral research fellow under ASTRA banner, that is addressing smokeless tobacco use and building research capacity in South Asia. That is a slight correction. First of all, I would like to thank all my mentors. That is, next slide, please. I would like to thank my mentors, Dr. Sunila Garg, Dr. M.M. Singh, Dr. Amod, Dr. Niti, and of course NCTUH for this opportunity to present this research study. The year of 2020 has emerged as a pandemic year, affecting all the dimensions of human life, of course. Next slide, please. Working in the domain of tobacco, all of us know that 21.4% of the adults consume smokeless tobacco regularly as per the GAD survey. But is this figure going to be affected by the pandemic is the question. Because various advisories have been issued now and then for spitting of tobacco products during the pandemic. Also, sharing of tobacco products plays a vital role in transmission of COVID-19. So keeping this in mind, we had conducted a study about assessment of behavior change among these smokeless tobacco users during the pandemic. Next slide, please. Next to this, with keeping in mind 3 objectives of the study. Next slide, please. The first objective was to evaluate the change in the smokeless tobacco consumption pattern during the COVID-19 pandemic. Secondly, to assess the change in the behavior of smokeless tobacco users in terms of consumption practices like sharing of tobacco products, spitting of tobacco, and thought of quitting. And lastly, to determine the views on thought of quitting during this COVID-19 pandemic. Next slide, please. In this research study, we had interviewed 209 participants with the help of a semi-structured questionnaire. Next slide, please. Among the results, as per the first objective, we have seen the change in the smokeless tobacco consumption pattern due to COVID-19 pandemic, in which 18% of the smokeless tobacco users have changed their practice of pattern of consumption. Like 8% have changed their brand of smokeless tobacco, maybe due to unavailability or affordability. 7% had stopped taking smokeless tobacco. You may call them as quitters, and the remaining 1% have changed their form of either the form of smokeless tobacco, like from zarda to pan masala, or from pan to other tobacco products. And another aspect, next slide, please. Another aspect of change in the consumption pattern was the frequency of consumption. That is whether it has increased, decreased, or remained same. And we found that 55% of these smokeless tobacco users have decreased their frequency of consumption, whereas 27% have increased their frequency of consumption. Maximum decrease in the frequency was done by the consumers of lower age group, that is less than 30 years, and maximum increase in the frequency of consumption of smokeless tobacco was found in the age group of more than 41 years. And these factors were also found to be statistically significant. Other factors were like education and occupation also we assessed, but they were not statistically significant. Next slide, please. Now, during the survey, we found that pan masala with zarda was the maximum consumed tobacco product during the COVID-19 era. So we tried to assess the consumption of this product, the change in the consumption during the COVID-19 and before COVID-19. And we found that there was a dip of 5.24% in the consumption of pan masala, where we found that the educated people has decreased their consumption by 17%, which was found statistically significant, and the second class was of the unskilled laborers, like they include labor class or market vendors, vegetable vendors, who have decreased their consumption of pan masala during COVID-19. Next slide, please. Now coming to the change in the behavior pattern, which was our second objective. It was assessed in 4 parts. As I said, sharing of the tobacco products, splitting of tobacco saliva. Third is disposal of the remnants of the smokeless tobacco, which is spitted out. And lastly, the thought of quitting. Now in the sharing part, overall sharing of tobacco was decreased by 27.7% during the COVID times. And all the parameters like age, education, occupation, all were found to be statistically significant by McNamara chi-square test. Maximum decrease was found in the age group of 31 to 40 years of age group, that is 32%, and they were mostly illiterate population having low income, and they were skilled workers. Next slide, please. We also assessed the spitting out of saliva by smokeless tobacco users during COVID-19 pandemic, and there was overall decrease of 27.2% in spitting of saliva after consumption of smokeless tobacco. And this decrease in spitting during COVID-19 was found statistically significant irrespective of the age, education, income, occupation. As you can see, all the p-values were found to be significant. Maximum decrease in this spitting habit was found in the younger age group, that is less than 30 years of age, then educated population having a moderate income, with those who are professionals by occupation. Next slide, please. Coming to the disposal of the remnant, in which we also spit out the remnants of the smokeless tobacco, which was assessed, and we found that there was a dip of 23% of the population who was spitting out less the remnants in the open surroundings. And the maximum decrease in the disposal was done by the users of age group of 31 to 40 years having higher educational incomes and qualification, being professionals by occupation. So knowledge and education was proving all these values, p values were significant. Therefore, we can say that knowledge is playing a major role in decreasing the spitting in open areas. Next slide, please. Now, the thought of quitting, it was assessed before COVID and during the COVID-19 pandemic, and we found that there was a decrease in the thought of quitting by 9.5% among the smokeless tobacco users. The users belonging to higher age group, like more than 41 years of age, or with moderate income, who have enough money to buy the product even during the lockdown, and those who were educated, little educated till school, have decreased their thought of quitting during the COVID-19 pandemic. Next slide, please. In the discussion part, I would like just to quote two studies done by Dr. Ridhima Gaurankar and Dr. Ravi Mehrotra and Amit Yadav, that these studies potentially establish the relationship between the COVID-19 pandemic and smokeless tobacco use. And also one study quoted by Dr. Himanshu in the previous session, which we have seen, they were saying that there was decrease, various reasons were assessed in that study, that why there was decrease in the consumption during the lockdown of the smokeless tobacco. Also, next slide, please. Also, the GATS2 survey says that 49.7% of the population thinks of quitting the smokeless tobacco, which was similar to our findings of before the findings of the quitting, which was before the COVID-19 pandemic. But during COVID-19 pandemic, as we have seen, there was a dip of 9.5%, dropping that percent to 39%. Next slide, please. Therefore, overall, concluding, I would definitely say that there is a definite change in the behavior of the smokeless tobacco consumers during this time. 18% of the users have changed their pattern of consumption. Maybe they have quitted the smokeless tobacco, or maybe they have changed the form of tobacco or the brand of tobacco consumption. Secondly, I would say that sharing of smokeless tobacco products has definitely decreased during the COVID times, along with spitting in open areas, spitting of disposal remnants of smokeless tobacco in open areas. And last but not the least is the thought of quitting, which has decreased during the pandemic time. But I think being a public health professional, definitely this is the area of concern, that is the thought of quitting is decreasing by 10%, because this is going to add on to our burden of smokeless tobacco use in the near future. Next slide, please. Coming to the recommendations, I would say definitely there should be an awareness should be generated among the users and the establishment about the relationship of COVID-19 to the SLT use so that they are aware of the transmission, potential transmission. Then the hand hygiene, preventive measures like hand hygiene should be practiced, because they prepare the tobacco products sometimes and consume, or they share the tobacco products. So that's why hand hygiene should be promoted. And of course, the research should be promoted to explore the potential association of SLT use with COVID-19 to develop evidence-based policy options. Next slide, please. These are my references. Next slide, please. And I would like to share all this. All the efforts are done by whole team. That this is our team, our Astra, and my guides. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Dr.